Hey, you're listening to Babak and Ray Have Nothing to Say. It's episode 15, and I'm here right now at 11:19 p.m. on Monday, the 20th of April, live from. No, I'm not live. I'm in London. Hi, Ray.
It's me, Ray, here, and it's actually Tuesday the 21st of April, and it's 8:19 a.m., and I am in Sydney. This is actually mad, the intros, like where we've been doing them. Like, I mean, you've sort of you've been our base, you've been our constant.
I'm still at the table. You know what? Since we did this podcast in October, nearly 6 months ago, I've barely moved stuff.
You've recorded 100% of the episodes on that table, right? Like, and I have recorded some of the intros in Sydney. I've come back again. I've recorded a couple of episodes in Melbourne, and then some in London. And Hugh, our producer, God knows, like this is actually even crazier than anyone's. He's produced.
He's in
London now, but he's produced it from London, Portsmouth, Poland, India, and I'm sure there's some other random ass places thrown in there too. You know, just random ass places he's always going. But yeah, he's just been around the world doing this. So
this was all meant to be done in one day.
I know. It just defeats the whole purpose of it. And it's costing us so much more money, everyone, just to let you know that. And we have declined the ads just for artistic integrity too, because I said the ads will take us over an hour. But we also asked ChatGPT, it said like the money we offered now for so if you're just listening to this and you're interested in making a podcast, once you get to, I mean, now we're probably getting more money off it because the Ed Gamble episode is going to boost us a bit. That was the episode before this one. But like that, once you hit 500 listeners, you get offered, we got offered like ad money or whatever. And it was like the equivalent of like $10 US a month or some shit.
But we don't know. We have no control, I'm presuming, over what we start advertising, right?
No, and we already have an ad we already put an ad in our show, which we don't like.
We don't agree with.
No, that we created. So why would we let someone else create one we don't like? We're going to do that ourselves. We're going to do that.
Yeah,
but
we take control of our own.
Despite all this craziness,
mistakes.
I tell you what's a little weird coincidence. Well, not weird coincidence, I guess is how it is. I gigged with Alison Spittle last night in Sydney.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So that's yeah. We just thought, let's do a little podcast tour. So her and I are doing that, just based off this episode, and we're anticipating this episode is going to be huge. So we've already doing the tour before it.
Okay.
and then afterwards, we'll be like, told you so, sort of thing. You know, you should have come to the tour that was on before.
Where do I fit in all this? I just sit at the table. I've done is I've just moved to the other side of the table, so I'm just looking at where I used to sit.
So yeah, this is Alison Spittle. She did all your. She tidied up the hospitality area. She was very hospitable, actually, to your hospitality area. She tidied it all up, didn't she? And
she did while we were speaking to Rich Fulcher.
A fantastic guest, and I have to say, these are the episodes I'm kind of worried about. These are the episodes where I'm getting like tired, like not so much grumpy, but just stressed and short, and like just and just not, just tired.
See, maybe I didn't notice any of this because we don't know each other well enough to know.
I think you took the mushrooms around then.
I don't feel like I did.
But what do you mean, like, as in, like, even doing this 24-hour podcast when you say you don't know each other enough, we've just sort of like done a lifetime of friendship in 24 hours. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
during the
most
during
people
the
don't
podcast.
talk as much as this, like already, you know? So now, like in a lifetime, you know what I mean? But just like someone at work.
I meant like while we were doing it, we hadn't done it before. So it's like I can't tell when you're short or you're tired or grumpy, really.
Yeah.
Now I probably can, but at the time I didn't understand why you were being so confrontational.
I wasn't being so. Yeah, okay, we'll see. So I guess this episode is with it is with Alison Spittle, and I hope you enjoy it. Fantastic guest, and yeah.
Babak and Ray have got nothing to say, and they're gonna try and say it all in one full day. Well, that's the world that we live in today, making things up, hoping and praying that all the guests are coming. We got a producer called you. We didn't think about the money, we're worried what we're gonna do. Babak and Ray have got nothing to say. Babak and Ray have got nothing to say. 24 episodes locked in a day, and it's Monday.
Hey, you're listening to Babak and Ray Have Nothing to Say. It is 3 p.m. on Monday, and this is episode 16. Wow, this is crazy, man. 16 is feeling good. That is 2/3 of the way through, I believe. We're 66.6% of the way through.
And well done to us. It's you know, what can I say? It's an achievement, but I'm realizing that, like, I think I am learning a bit, you know? I'm getting an insight in the world of comedy. Maybe by the end of this, I will piece together enough information to open a club.
Open a club. That was the plan, to open the club. And the thing about our club,
Yeah.
Comedy goes for 24 hours. Sorry, 24 comedians in 24 hours. No one's done that as a show, 24-hour shows. Back to back.
We're not doing that now.
I guess that is what this is. Yeah, now. Yeah, 24 people. Yeah. Okay, so you are learning a bit about the world of comedy. Like, what's something you've learned then that you feel like that's been informative that you haven't really?
Well, I'm just listening to I'm listening to a lot of comedians talk about comedy. I don't do that on my daily life, really. And it's like suddenly hitting me that it's like, that is all I'm doing today. And that's like, what's those internet things, the masterclass?
Market research.
Masterclass anymore. Remember those?
Oh, yeah.
I think I had a trial and I had the Judd Apatow one, and it was like he wasn't saying anything I didn't already know. This is better.
This is better. This is how to run a podcast, I think, as well. You know, we've learned from Ed on some tips.
You know what it's like? I've realized it's like when I did that freelancer short, and we did it, like, we filmed it in like 2 days, and it was like there was like a bunch of actors, like Alistair Green was in it, Katie Wicks was in it, everyone was in it, like Ben Ashenden was in it, for like basically just came in 2 hours, bish bash bosh, gone. It was like speed dating with actors, and it's like that. It's like getting like, it's almost like if I try and think back to like, oh yeah, Rob Copland was here today.
Yeah,
that was today.
That was today. Yeah.
But if you're listening to this at home, that was 5 years ago.
That was 5 years ago. Yeah. But we're doing it, and I think, I guess, we have managed our energy levels, maybe not mentally, but physically. I feel like physically I'm okay, but mentally I feel like some episodes have been more switched on than others. That all said, we do have our, you got us a sponsor for this. We have a pizza coming. Sponsor's a strong word. We got a pizza coming from the people that already send you free pizzas.
Yard sale pizza. Yeah, order come anyway. But like, we'll get.
This was.
If we're lucky, it's a Dishoom pizza.
So you kind of get these free pizzas and stuff because you're on like an influencer list. I know it's a wanky term, but that's what it kind of is, right? You're on some influencer list and you get the pizza. So and nowadays, like, this is kind of normal, but I had this idea when I first came over to the UK, and I was like, I had written out a little pitch for it and stuff like that, and a little thing, and it was about a comedian from another country who got all these fake followers and made a fake profile, fake social, got these companies to make it look like he was massive back in his home country, and he would come to a new country. So it was called The Influencer, right. And I'd paid all these influencing companies to like make me look like I'm one of the biggest comedians in Australia, and then I would try get free things in various countries. The UK being that one as an influencer, but it's a fake. I'm not really an influencer. But back then there was no one. Like the accounts were more genuine, you know. Now it feels like there's a bit of this bullshit marketing, bullshit numbers going on with everyone's account, you know. So it's hard to tell.
I've designed them a box before, and I've donated some charity stuff, and it's like, so I'll get them like when they do these collaborations, basically, and like the dream I think is, and I've tried to work this out, is like try and pitch a pizza.
You like my idea, the multi-slice.
Multi-slice. Yeah, I did like the multi-slice.
They make 8 pizzas, right? And they just take a slice from each one and put them in one like that, and that's the
like
new
the classic,
pizza, the multi-slice.
Like the classic selection and a M&S sort of sandwich pack.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
You've got the 3 sandwiches and you take one of each.
Yeah, it's called the multi-slice. You know, they were too stuck on half and half. I'm talking 8th and 8th. 8th and 8th?
8th and 8th, I don't know.
8th and 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 8th.
Yeah.
It's basically
one slice of everything on the menu, essentially.
Yeah, I guess so.
Right?
If there's 8 pizzas,
Yeah, it's a good idea.
The multi-slice, yeah.
But I don't know if that's the one I can pitch them. But I've been thinking about this because I don't know what the new topping is that I can.
I think like
is there anything you want to see on a pizza that you haven't seen before?
No, that's what I was going to say. I think we've missed the boat.
You eat a classic one. Actually.
We've gone backwards. We have, like with that and sandwiches. I think like us in the English-speaking Western world, we took them too far. We took the pizzas too far, and we took the burgers too far. We added too much stuff onto them. You know, trying to make them so performative, and the pizzas, and then you just want to go back to the classics now. A good sandwich, good bread, a couple of fillings, good pizza,
What's good pizza? Because I always like an anchovy.
That's yeah. Is it Napolitana? Is that the anchovy one, or Napoli pizza or something like that?
I'm never
the one
sure.
with yeah.
But anchovies, and like I realised that I'm a bit of a mug where like I'll just get it if there's olives on it. I know they'll only put like essentially it's 4 olives, and it's going to cost like £2 for 4 olives. But I will pay it. And it's a strange thing to like. You can buy a tin for £1.
So just to throw this out there, just a bit of admin housekeeping for this. We have our guest from episode 2, Jenny, the photographer. She has asked, would it be okay to pop in again at some time for like 5 or 6 for photos? Is that okay with the team? Yeah, sure. I'll see you soon.
A lot of people come in at the same time.
Okay, and I have also received a missed call from someone, and that is scaring me a little bit.
No one's allowed to call. It's out of office day.
Yeah, that's true, but I just don't know if this is a work call or not, as in someone for this podcast not turning up. But I guess they've got other people's phone numbers, so we'll be able to move forward from there. But look, we've got our next guest. They're coming
here.
in. No, our next guest is here, but our 4 o'clock guest is booked also, so we don't need to worry there. And I guess it's time to bring on your next guest. Do you know this next guest? Have you met her?
I've met her a few times.
Yeah, what's your sort of?
We both worked on. Well, I was like basically I'd done a little bit on Sam Campbell's pilot, and then ended up as an extra sitting next to Alison Spittle as people watching his movie at the cinema.
So it was you, Alison Spittle, and Mark Silcox.
Me and Mark were in a different scene, but yeah, I spent some time with both of them.
Wait, so you were an extra with Mark going to watch a movie, and you're an extra with
luckily
Alison trying to watch a movie.
Interestingly, if you were following my narrative as an extra, I went to the cinema with Mark Silcox, who refused to look at me or talk to me while we stood in the foyer of the cinema. When I was in the screen, I ditched him. I was sitting with Alison.
Okay, well, let's bring in your co-star. Let's bring in your co-star in for this episode. She's a fantastic comedian. She's originally from Ireland, now lives in London. Let's make her feel very welcome. What can I say? Put your hands together, scream, cheer, make lots of noise, and welcome to the podcast. It's Alison Spittle.
Hello, Alison.
Hey.
Thank you for coming. I was just saying, sorry for the heat.
It is very hot in here.
It's 16 hours of solid podcasting.
Yeah.
That's what that heat is.
I think the 23rd hour you need to do it naked.
23rd episode.
Yeah.
That's what Jenny, who's coming back, suggested
Well-
would happen.
You all should fuck.
Well, yeah. you joke about this, but I thought I had 24 outfit changes for each episode, but I don't think I'm going to make it. So
That doesn't mean you have to start taking your clothes off.
well, I'm committing to this different outfit for every time. So I've got to work.
So
with
the next one's like top off, the second one.
Well, I'm sort of
trousers
scraping
off.
the bottom of the barrel of clothes that I wouldn't usually wear. Like this is a Wales rugby jersey that someone's given me, so
Oh my God.
that'll come on for one episode. But
I
we
can
are
lend you some
getting
clothes.
close to naked.
You are quite prepared. Like I've been in your kitchen and it
hospital.
looks like you're going to do a marathon or something. There's all these protein bars and like...
I didn't know what people like. I don't. A lot of that was for the early morning people, where I was
Was
like,
it?
well, people, we were getting people to come in at 3 a.m., 4 a.m.,
Midnight, 1 a.m.
midnight. It's
Every time. Yeah,
all of the time. People have come in all of
but
the
they've
time.
come in all the
That,
time.
wow. Who came in really early?
Sam Campbell came for the midnight one. Then
That feels very Sam
a
Campbell.
journalist came in for
One, Sophie
episode
Hayward.
1, and then episode 2 we had a dropout, but there was a photographer that wanted to photograph us doing this, and so I reached out to her at midnight and said, "Would you come on episode 2?" And she came in. to
That's
episode 2.
incredible.
And she's
I bet that was like one of the best ones as well.
that was fun because I'm not allowed to use that word anymore. We kind of surprised her into an interview. I kept saying we ambushed her into an interview, but we've taken that word.
Why? Has there been a big ambush lately? Like why?
It just sounds a bit harsh that we ambushed her into an interview, but
Ambushing ladies in the middle of the night. Yeah, so it just seems.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Maybe. But I always associate ambush with like Irish Civil War. Well, the Irish War of Independence, or ambush.
But we don't know
to
what
me-
we're talking about with that either, so we may as well stay away from that word.
Okay, yeah.
Then we
now,
had.
Alison, you used to host a podcast with Fern Brady.
Yes.
And you now host one with Poppy, is that correct?
Poppy Hillstead. Yeah.
Oh, fantastic. So, two fantastic people.
Yeah.
Two fantastic podcasts. What have you learned from your time podcasting? Have you got any advice for two boys like us?
That's a good question. Me and Fern are going to start our podcast again.
Really?
New podcast, yeah.
The same thing, Wheel of Misfortune?
No, the BBC own the IP for that. So, but they bought it off us fair and square. I'm not saying it as if like
But it's
I've been a victim of a Motown situation. That I was paid nicely,
So, but
and
they
paid
bought,
us a wage every week, so it's all good.
but they own it as in they can recommission it if they want,
Yeah,
sort of thing.
Yeah, with new presenters if they
Wow.
wanted to. If they wanted to.
And that was your idea, though.
Yeah.
But would you want to do it, or you just sold it on?
Do you know what? I do think it's a really good idea. I'm really happy I came up with that. Like, and how we came up with that was because the lockdown had happened. Like, Fern is like, Fern's tour got cancelled, my tour got cancelled, and then the BBC approached Fern to do a podcast, and she's like, I want to do it with my friend because we get on well. We used to send each other voice notes all the time. Like, our relationship was mostly based on us sending voice notes where we felt like cringy and go, oh, you wouldn't believe what happened, and then we'd send this big long voice note. And I wanted to do a podcast where we would just send voice notes to each other, but then we thought, like, wouldn't it be better to get the public to send in voice notes? And I love it. And then I think loads of podcasts do that now where listeners send in voice notes, and I think it's just a great medium to do that, you know. But advice, I don't know. I had my own podcast called the Alison Spittle Show about 10 years ago, and it was always in the top 10 in Ireland because there was only 10 podcasts at the time. So, yeah.
Oh, that's why we got to go to a country where it's
You
not
got to
many
get a time
podcasts.
machine.
Yeah.
Because I used to work in radio, and the guy, my boss said to me, I was like, we got to get podcasts going, because I'd just come out of college and I was all excited. And he's like, oh, podcasts are for losers who can't get jobs in radio. And he's right.
I always wanted to
Right.
go to Vietnam and launch Who Wants to Be a Millionaire there, because $1 million Vietnamese dong,
Yeah, how
33 quid.
Whoa.
I can pay for the show. I can pay out all the contestants. Just me, you know.
much? Do it, man.
So you can
should
go
do it.
there, be a millionaire. Yeah.
It's but hang on, you're going to host this show.
I host, I fund, I produce. Yeah, the whole thing. Yeah.
Wow. I did the washing up, by the way, because I came here early.
You know what? I heard that and I was distracted because I didn't know anyone had come in, and so I can hear something. Like,
Oh, sorry.
no, it's
Noodling
good.
about.
But it's like,
Oh,
but-
that's too sweet. But why were you too disgusted by the Babak sink, or what
I mean,
was
there
I
weren't
felt-
any mugs left, to be honest.
Yeah.
It's
that's the
And he had
matter.
a scrub daddy as well, and branded, like, I went to the toilet as well. I looked at your shower. Incredible array of shower gels.
thank
Like,
you.
truly a fruit basket full.
You know, it's
Crisp
like one of the.
apple. What's that vibe?
I don't know.
Have you tried it?
Yeah, I think it's half finished, isn't it?
Yeah,
It's like,
but I don't know who else lives in this house.
Oh, my
I thought
son- my
maybe,
son's here.
yeah. What does the sun use most of the time, and what do you use?
They're just there, so I presume we just use the same things. But you see, these are the tricky things, Ray. When you do a podcast in your house, it's like you suddenly look in the bathroom and go, "Oh, I gotta move some stuff," because people will see.
They
like
do.
the nail clippers are out. Everything's. I've tried my best, but I'm also just a.
I'm really impressed. I'm not
Okay,
saying it in a. There's nothing.
No,
to
no.
judge.
But it's like I spent a lot of yesterday just moving things around. Like when you live on your own, and especially I do a lot of my work from here, and I think everything seems totally normal.
Yeah.
And then like the plumber will come in to fix something, and I look around and go, "Oh shit, this isn't what he normally sees." It's like when he goes, because we're part of an estate, and
Yeah.
this isn't a normal house, and you just see things in there through their eyes and go, okay.
No, I think it's a very normal house. I'm very impressed by it. You have a massive can of olives as well on
You
the
know, they've
bench.
been there for so long.
Mate, they are the best olives in the world.
know,
I'm
but
so
this-
excited for you.
The thing is, I bought them by accident. I think
How?
on a Ocado thing where I pressed the wrong button.
Yes.
And they're so big, I
They're
can't
so
commit
big.
to. When do I open those? It's like
Mate, do you
it's
know what?
literally like Ray. It's like the factory. It's the Pirello things, but it's like
I feel like
you should
olives.
have opened them tonight.
Today would have been the perfect day.
You should have.
Why don't you open it now? You still got so many hours left, and you can just have it here.
Yeah.
I feel like olives are like they last for a long time once opened. No,
Yeah, I mean,
But I feel like that is very big. I get why you're afraid of it.
It's almost like I mean, to be honest, I should have thought, because you know when you get used to something just living there.
Yeah.
It's just lived there. It's been nearly a year that they've just been on that.
and they're all.
And the funny thing is, every now and again I buy the smaller one because I
Yeah,
can commit
because
to
they're
the smaller
good.
one.
They taste so good.
But the big one just sits there. It's like an ornament.
Yeah, you're not going to be able to.
Why don't you have an olive party?
Let's-
Just invite people around to eat your olives.
well, that's
You
what I
have to get
thought,
second
but
one.
you'd have to have like. I was like, why don't you make a pizza night and make everyone pizza? But like, they've all got pips, so you have to actually have an olive party. Like, it has to be just the olive.
Well, they're stuffed. They're pimento stuffed.
Oh, they're
This
stuffed.
is the good shit. Like, this is.
That's not great for a pizza.
I
You don't
would-
want a stuffed olive on a pizza. I don't
Make
think.
dirty martinis after.
Yeah, that's
because
pretty-
that Brian.
That's got a long. That's a lot of martinis in that.
I think I would drink it. I would just drink that
Yeah,
because I
yeah.
don't drink alcohol anymore. So I'd be like, a mocktail of a dirty martini is
Well,
just olive brine.
I actually
I
saw a
haven't been
girl.
drinking alcohol.
Yeah.
Yeah, all
How
of this
long?
year.
Yeah.
It's interesting.
He said,
It
"If Alison's quitting, I'm quitting."
quitting.
That's what he said to me.
Yeah. what about you with alcohol?
Oh,
Let's talk
no.
about alcohol and our relationship with alcohol.
Yeah, it's been a I guess, yeah, it's, probably regular intake of alcohol leading to excessive amounts at times. But my general health has gotten a lot better over the last few years, so I guess it's just cutting down less and less. But yeah, there's kind of no good mental reason I can see to drink alcohol. I'm kind of almost like done with it mental. Apart from, and when you quit alcohol, like I've done it once, you kind of realise, there isn't that many occasions where I actually long for it anyway. It's just a bad habit.
Yeah.
There's a couple, like a nice meal with like
good wine.
With good
That'd be
wine.
good shit.
That's
Yeah,
like
yeah,
when
yeah,
you're like,
yeah.
I feel like I'm missing out here. Like I feel like I'm actually missing out on an experience. But like beers at a pub and at a gig and shit, it's like, I could easily go without them. Like that's sort of killing me and wasting my money.
Totally. I love I like mushrooms though. I've been doing mushrooms.
Oh yeah, I smoke a lot of weed and I do. Yeah.
I'm never good with weed.
Oh,
I feel very
I'm
paranoid
very
on
similar
weed.
to you. So I've got mushrooms. I've been doing mushrooms.
Have
Yeah.
you? How like doing the microdosing or nice? How has the microdosing been going?
Sometimes good. Sometimes I don't think I know what I'm doing.
Me too.
Sometimes it's really fun. Sometimes I'm like, I don't know.
I think I've seen people get off. Friends get off antidepressants. Antidepressants with microdosing mushrooms and stuff like that. So I think there is a little bit of it like that's you are essentially just getting high every day and like not like it sounds like it's
I
like
would like that.
it's like it's like there's not much difference between smoking marijuana and like doing the micro, although the microdosing rewires your brain and so that's really good, but you are just like just like hiding from it all.
Yeah, but I can't be completely left with my thoughts like all
Exactly,
the time.
can't.
You do need a bit of
No,
jolt.
but the mushrooms are meant to be used in the sense of like you're meant to change the way your brain thinks. It's not meant to be like marijuana and alcohol are band-aid solutions for masking it, but like mushrooms retrain your brain, your neural pathways. Have you seen like the stats of like quitting smoking? Like you can't patches and all the modern techniques that we use, or whatever the gum and that, it's got like a 1 out of 10 success rate of making people quit. So like sometimes works, sometimes doesn't, but they're like, do that and this and this and that, and I'll just put them on everything. But like those things and it's like the mushroom therapy has something like a 50-60% success rate in quitting smoking. Yeah, it can just rewire someone's brain.
That's cool because I'm like 11 months of the year I don't smoke, but I do smoke at the Fringe or a funeral or a festival. I'll smoke, and I don't want to do that because when I was at the Fringe this year, I was smoking a lot, and then running felt like shit to me, so I kind of like laid off the running, and now I'm like trying to run more now. I've quit the cigarettes again, but like I'm back on like I'm like basically like 6 months behind in my fitness than I by laying off it for about 2 months. It's driving me insane.
I'm impressed when people can drop in and out of like
cigarettes and stuff.
Yeah, I was all or nothing. Like I just stopped.
I can't vape. I have
No,
to give
I
up
can't.
cigarettes like cold turkey, but I can't vape because vaping is like TikTok for me. Like I know what I would be like if I was allowed to go on TikTok all the time, so
Right.
I don't do it.
Wait, I don't get the analogy. What's
Because vaping is.
you'd just be on there
I'd just be
streaming.
vaping all the time.
Oh,
Because smoking
right.
is disgusting. Like smoking is socially disgusting. Sometimes I walk in from going outside after smoking and I feel like ashamed. And that's good. But with vaping, there's no shame. I'll be chatting to a mate and they'd be like... I'd be chatting to a mate in a pub and like she would just go like this into her sleeve and then she'd breathe into her other sleeve. And I'm like, you're vaping. It's cool. Like, I would do
So
that.
it's on the aeroplanes. It's happening on the aeroplanes.
What, the vaping?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's a
people
massive
vape.
problem. A massive problem. Like, as
I
in,
thought you're just not allowed to though.
you're not,
people,
but they
People
can't.
could just like slip it up and go...
And like if you fly to Australia or somewhere like that, they give you a blanket. So you're just like sitting there with the blanket. You just like got a blanket there.
They give you the blanket to allow you to vape.
No, just to sleep with.
Oh,
So you
right,
gotta
sorry.
vape.
So you're just vaping under a blanket.
You just like sort of you just like
Yeah.
that like that. You just like
I mean, it does look like there's shame in the action.
Yeah.
It's like, but also, this is the opposite of what Rob Copland said earlier. Didn't he say that vaping was?
No. We were talking about how I think there's this new thing that this is my new hot take. people are smoking too much in TV shows now and movies, and they're making it like everyone smokes, and they smoke inside, and people smoke like after sex in bed and stuff like that, and it's like they've just made smoking really cool again in TV shows.
Do they do that as an indicator of like a period of time?
Sometimes, but now it's more modern. Like in Fleabag, well, the example is Fleabag. She's smoking with like they share cigarettes and that. And they make cigarettes look really cool in TV nowadays. And it kind of, I read something or heard something. It is a thing. Like it has been a resurgence. Like smoking has become so popular in movies and TV.
Yeah,
it's a show now.
Because it's like shorthand, isn't it, for going, that person's a bit cool.
I guess so.
It's like when you see someone
about
scrub themselves in a shower, you're like, that person's been sexually assaulted. It's just shorthand for that.
I guess so, but when will vapes ever be cool, and will, like, with time passing, will they be able to have that sort of thing on online?
I don't think so. Like, I have seen people ask for a pull of someone's vape, and it's not as conversationally starty as asking for someone to roll a cigarette or to borrow a cigarette.
You're right.
So I think the social kind of, I don't think it will. I don't think it quite will. I don't know what it'll show. If you saw someone vaping on screen, what does that indicate to you?
It indicates they're a modern person, I would say, straight up. As in like, same as, I'm just giving a cliched response. As in, what does the scrubbing in the shower look? I would say it is a modern person that's like sort of a little bit troubled. Yeah, I'd have a little bit
troubled. Yeah.
Yeah, you don't say it's not cool. You're right. It's not like smoking. Like, it's not cool.
No. If they're in their 50s and they're vaping, and then watching someone on telly, be like, they've given up smoking.
Yeah.
If they're like 14, then I'm like, oh, they're being a bit rebellious.
But smoking's all, like, we are the last generation to be smoking, like cigarettes.
No, I don't.
But you're saying it's coming back.
It's coming back.
In TV shows, but in a lot of countries now, so New Zealand have done it, about 3 other countries made it illegal for people that are turned like 18 after like that age to buy them. So like that generation, the next generation, the Gen Zs can't buy cigarettes in New Zealand, and there are other countries, I'm just using that one as an example because I know it, that have done this, and so that generation will, they'll get a cigarette here and there, but they'll get it, but it won't be a thing, I don't think. I don't know. I
would be such a cigarette dealer to 22-year-olds in New Zealand. I'd be like, yes, that would be my main form of income.
I think it's the biggest black market in Australia, cigarettes.
Yeah.
Because like they got so expensive in Australia. It's like it's more expensive than here, like for the cigarettes.
And here it's very expensive.
So it's just like black market cigarettes everywhere at the shops. Yeah.
What is it here now?
There are shops that do.
No, but what's a packet of 20 cost these days?
So when I buy cigarettes in England, it would be in like Soho. And that can't be real price.
No.
What are we talking?
Oh, it's the guts of 20 quid.
Yeah,
it's crazy. Yeah, it's crazy. It is mental. I think like 17. I don't know. I keep calling the cigarette. So I used to smoke Marlboro. They call it Marlboro Gold, but when I began smoking, it was called Marlboro Lights.
Yeah.
So I just keep going. Can I have Marlboro Lights, please? And the shop person's like, what? And then I'm like, gold, please.
Yeah, they weren't allowed to use those words, light and smooth and stuff like that, because they gave the wrong image.
Really?
Yeah, they gave
wrong. I wanted in my cigarettes diet. Diet.
So yeah, now it's in colour form, and you have to sort of decipher it through
If you had to name a cigarette, you're an advertisement person.
I love this question.
Let's make up a new brand of cigarettes, because I really wanted a job when I was younger of. And I don't know how you would get it, but to brand ecstasy tablets seemed like a lot of fun. Like Mitsubishis and Blue Ghosties, and how does one come up with that? Like, did they try the ecstasy tablet and go, what's the journey here? What am I trying to convey? It's got to be a little bit cute. Let's do cigarettes and then do other drugs.
Well, when I got into cigarettes, they weren't as easy to get hold of where I was growing up. But I got into Lucky Strikes.
Right.
There was a bit of like, I guess America was cool at the time, and and the logo was cool.
Yeah.
And there's 2 cool words, I guess. Lucky's cool, Strike is
cool. Yeah.
And so I don't know if I like the flavour, but that's what I just loyal to that brand.
Oh, when I first got into smoking, I was about 12, and there was this old man who lived on my estate. And all of us teenagers would go into his house and like play cards and watch like westerns, and also bum cigarettes off him. And he used to smoke Carols, which are absolutely disgusting.
The
They
name
are like
doesn't sound great either.
Carols, and they're like purple branded, absolute chodes. I mean, they're normal cigarettes, but like they feel like a chode in your chest. It's like really hefty, really horrible. And then when I was able to find my brand, it was Benson and Hedges, and I thought they were light. I thought they were light compared to Carols.
I mean, I think.
And then I went lighter.
I think when I started, I went straight on the Marlboro Reds because it's like value.
Value.
It's almost like, well, I'm going to be as hard as I can be.
Yeah, you want the ones with the most chemicals in there.
Yeah. It was the red ones. It was like, and then I think every now and again I'd steal. My dad used to smoke Silk Cut.
Silk Cut purple or Silk Cut purple? My mum smoked Silk
And
Cut.
I just did.
Yeah.
And like I was like, what's this? This is nothing.
Yeah.
What's the point? But
It's mad.
But now it's weird. I quit I quit 6 years ago, and I was fine with it. I am fine with it. Anyone can smoke around me. I'm fine. But I do now. Like if I walk past like a bus stop and somebody's smoking, it makes me feel a bit ill. Like finally, it makes me feel like, oh, I can't believe I put that in.
Yeah, that's
because
good.
enough time has passed to be like, I can't. I think if I did it now, just to drag, I'd feel sick.
I feel like I'll never do it again unless someone I love dies, and then I'm looking forward to that cigarette. You know, like
that's kind of nice.
Isn't that so? Isn't that so fucked up?
But I
just imagine myself outside the hospital.
I don't like ever admitting, like even with the drinking thing, I didn't tell myself I'm never drinking. But I don't like, for some reason, I don't like losing that part of me. Because it's like, I don't want to be old. I don't want to go like, I don't do that anymore, even though I'm kind of okay with it. What I don't like is how much of your personality becomes going around telling everybody how
that
you're
you
not
don't
drinking.
do it. That's true. And I think it's like I find it hard because I don't drink because of the hangovers I get are like too big. But I would drink if I was in a free bar and it was incredible alcohol. If it was really expensive and like I would drink then. And I would go, right, I'm going to want to kill myself in 3 days. But at least when I do ecstasy and I want to kill myself in 3 days, I would have had the best time ever. With alcohol, it's like I had fun, but the fun is not worth wanting to kill myself in a few days. But ecstasy is. Ecstasy is worth nearly dying. Do you know you take the pill and you're like, I could die, but I'm going to have such a great time. I'm going to have such a great time. It's going to be great.
So what is your marketing name for your cigarettes then?
Oh, do you know what? I asked that question, didn't think of mine. I would go, what would you get? I was just going to say guitars, but that's just because I can see them in the corner. Yeah.
Maybe something with dragons.
Dragons, you think so?
Well,
but
I feel like that's an Asian market, like for that one.
Dragons, yes. Yeah. Okay, what about what if we built like, you know the way Uncle Ben has Uncle Ben? If we had like a guy called Smokey Joe, and it was like a bearded man with like a banjo on a veranda, and he's just having a nice cigarette, and it's called Smokey Joe's Home Tossed. Home tossed. He tossed them off himself. There's this guy called Smokey Joe. He makes cigarettes in the bath. Just staring at
They're not gonna lie.
These are not gonna sell. These aren't gonna sell.
Artisanal cigarettes.
I think these are gonna be cheap. These Smokey Joe cigarettes are gotta be cheap. You know?
Think, yeah.
Or I think a character isn't bad though. You got the Marlboro Man. You've got
that guy that I said,
camel.
Peter Jackson, that I said before.
He's an animal. Oh, it's not a dragon.
Peter Jackson. Why did we just name?
Well, I said that, and everyone was like, "It's an actor." And I'm like, "I swear it's a packet of cigarettes." Sorry, it's a director. And I was like, "I swear it's a packet of cigarettes from America, and it mustn't have been available here." And we looked it up, and they are a packet of cigarettes from America. Peter Jackson.
Yeah. When were they available?
They were available when I was a kid in Australia, yeah. And I guess they're probably still available now in America, yeah.
That's so cool. cool.
But
Oh, why don't we just name cigarettes after ourselves then?
after a person,
You know,
yeah.
it's like Alison Spittle has killed 5 million people this year.
Spittles works. Spittles works.
Do you like
Spittles works.
Badrins are all right.
Spittles works. I don't think Badrin works, but Spittles like
Spittle sticks.
Spittle sticks kind of
Get
work.
a packet of Badrins.
Yeah, they do sound good. Like, yeah.
Mine doesn't work.
I guess,
at all.
but you kind of have to create. You kind of have to add the meaning to Badrin. It's kind of like Dunhill. It's like just an arbitrary
Called
word.
Rays.
It's an
Rays
arbitrary
is a
word.
good name for it as well.
Rays.
Rays is a pretty good name for,
Quality
like,
cigarettes.
yeah.
You're like,
Catch some rays. That's like a
Nice.
target.
Yeah.
yeah, another leading cause of cancer.
But I did read that sunscreen is killing us now. Have you not seen this? This is the new thing. Like
Really? How is it killing us?
the cheap sunscreen
Cheap sunscreen.
is getting recalled?
This
And
is so annoying.
It is annoying, isn't
Doesn't
it?
it-
It's
my-
like driving me crazy. Like I'm like, what? The thing that we did to stop the cancer?
Yeah, because my grandma died of skin cancer, and like I feel like that's super rare. When she rang me, she was like, she rang me first when she got cancer. She's like, "Don't worry, it's just skin cancer." I'm like, "Grand." Then 2 weeks later, she's like, "You would not believe it. It is actually the worst form of skin cancer anyone can get. Only 2% of people." And she was talking about it like it was like a rare bag, but she died. But like it's crazy. Yeah, skin cancer is like such
And she was in Ireland as well.
England. Yeah, but I think she went to Australia for a year to visit family.
Wow.
I don't know if they sniped her there.
A little bit of the sun got her. Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. But so I'm very conscious about wearing sunscreen all the time, but not about smoking because none of my family have died from cigarettes.
But that's the way it kind of goes, right?
Yeah, isn't it? You just like the call is coming from with inside the house. You're like,
This is what we've done. This is like the equivalent of a pack of cigarettes today. I'd say sitting down like this. Well, if sitting's the new smoking, then this is.
Oh yeah.
oh yeah,
Because it's
yeah.
like-
You're gonna
that's-
get piles.
I forgot.
Let's just say
I've got.
one little sit a day is okay for 45 minutes.
yeah.
It's fine, but then like I guess why they compare it to smoking, it's a slow killer, like sitting for like a lot over a large period of time.
Imagine sitting and having a cigarette.
And it's
You're
not-
just killing.
It's not just one problem; it's like a multitude of problems. Like it's slowing your metabolism, you're losing your muscles.
I have all
here
sorts
and-
of
yeah.
gurgly things going on.
Oh,
the whole
no.
summer,
Just a
so-
few gurgles.
Do you want to do some lunges then, lads? I can
can't-
chat away. You can do some stretches.
we need to do some stretches.
Do
but
some
I have,
stretches.
I had a surgery. I had surgery recently. I'm going to stand up just to talk for a bit, but I had
Yeah.
surgery.
I'll stand up. Let's all stand.
I had surgery, and
It does feel better, you know.
I got the surgery from doing handstands.
You got a surgery.
I had a hernia.
Oh my gosh.
And I'm from doing these handstands. So
Where were
much.
you doing the handstand?
On stage and always every
Oh, you
night, and I was
goose.
doing handstands, and I could.
Is that what they told you? Is that
Well, I
true?
think like I was like, what could have caused this? And he's like, really excessive exercise. You've torn your. And I said, could it have been handstands? Because I was thinking it was handstands. And he goes, most definitely. And then I went home saying, to handstands cause hernias, and it's like, yes, in capital letters. Handstands can, because if you're not doing them correctly, can cause too much pressure on
But I
the.
thought you were doing them correctly.
No. And
I'm doing it correctly.
I guess there's like, I mean, there's varying degrees of how you can do it. I'm doing them in a CrossFit way, not a yoga way, which is a more dangerous. I guess CrossFit, you're sort of just throwing yourself on, where yoga is a bit more measured, and your legs are like perfect.
That's how I've been doing them.
But yeah, I have.
Yeah.
I only had it a couple of days, like not that long ago.
Your surgery.
Well, yeah, and I can't
Where
remember
is
which
it?
side. It's massive. It's just there. The scar's just there.
Oh my look. That's actually not bad. That just looks like a crease. Do you know?
I know.
That's handy.
But you have to like
You have to really squint.
You
to
can't
see.
put like your waistband on there because
Oh,
it's like
no.
so you
So
start
you just
wearing
have to
your
be-
waistband quite high up, and you're like, oh, this is how it starts. You
Oh,
know? This is how
no.
it
What,
starts.
looking up was
Because you have to pull your pants up to your like belly button because
Can
you
you
don't
do
want
it
your
like
waistband
really
on
low
there.
so you look cool?
Yeah, you can kind of do that with like your pants and then your hand.
It is how it slowly happens, you know. It's like, well, since I got these like varifocals and I can't really work them out, and I walk around and I still can't see, and I stare at people quite intensely, but I can't really. I'm still trying to focus and work
Yeah.
out, and I realised that's. I've been annoyed by people that, like, when crossing the road, like people I know who are sort of these little quirks that I used to find like irritating in people. It's just it's an age thing, and I'm slowly becoming that. Like, I find myself doing things, and also, I mean, I basically have to give Arthur the remote to find the buttons for me. Once you've given in to that, that's like the beginning of...
Are you at peace now?
I mean, yeah, because I just want things to work, and I'm just accepting that I can't do them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool. That's cool. Am I holding up this mic enough? Is this like... Okay.
Alison, now
Yes.
you just had you've got a new show that you're doing around the place. You had a great run at Edinburgh. Tell us, what are you...
What am I here to promote?
Yeah, what are you here to promote? What are you doing with this live show? What are you working on? So you got your 2 podcasts, or you got your 1 podcast, and then you
One
bring
in
back...
gestation.
And
Yeah.
that's a new idea that you haven't thought... Oh, you guys
Yeah,
have...
we don't even have a name for it yet. We're doing a pilot next week. We don't have a name for it.
But you got the idea. You've got the idea and everything.
I should have asked you to brand the podcast.
Oh, to brand the podcast. Yeah.
Instead of cigarettes.
And so you're working on that. You got your live show. What are you doing with that? You're touring at the moment, or?
Yes. So I'm going to be in... Wait there. Is this coming out every week, or is this
But
coming
it's not
out
going to come out. So
24 hours?
if we were...
We're in, what, 16 weeks in?
This will be episode 16, so this will be 4 months
You might have to
in. So this will be like
predict
March or something like that.
my
If
gosh,
if
March.
if we got it out by November.
I should have picked 2 in the morning.
If we got it out by
I should have
November.
picked 2. Let's see. I'm going to be...
Next time, that's how we sell it. If you want to plug something
That's very
recent,
good.
you come in. The
Yeah.
difficult times.
The difficult times.
We're learning every
Every
week,
year.
stroke hour.
Are you going to do this every year, or when are you going to do it?
Do it tomorrow.
So tomorrow, yeah, we've got Monday, and then we've got season 2, which is
Tuesday.
Tuesday.
Oh, we
season
need to
3
talk
Wednesday.
about this to you.
Oh my
No,
god!
no.
Oh my god!
So yeah, what do you have on in March 2026?
I'm gonna be in. I'm gonna be doing my UK tour of Big, and I think. Okay, I don't know if this is. I have to see how the London dates sell, but if they sell well, then in April I should have a nice big gig in London.
Oh, cool.
But if they don't, I don't want to say in case it doesn't. You know what I mean?
I have to say, actually, when I remember the
Yeah.
poster.
Yeah.
I love that poster.
Thank you. I made that dress.
Did you?
I did. I did a stapled shower puffs to a skirt. And I made that
What
dress.
shower puff?
What's a shower puff?
You know, like those like plastic.
Oh,
Is that what it is?
wow!
That's what it is.
That's so inventive.
Thank you.
I thought it was really nice.
Thank you very much. Yeah, because like I was, every year you have to do a new poster, and I didn't know because the show was about losing weight, and I didn't know what I was gonna look like or whatever, and I felt weird about it, so I thought it'd be cool to do a thing where you just hide your whole body. So that's what I wanted, but make it look pretty. So that's what I wanted to do.
It's really pretty.
Thank you. I'm so proud of it. In Ireland, we've this thing called junk couture, which is when you're 15 years old, you can do a real faffy year called TY, which means you don't do any hard subjects and you do lots of art and you do like businesses, mini businesses and stuff. And they have this competition where you make dresses out of rubbish. So a lot of Irish kids would make dresses out of rubbish, so I felt I could do it. Like when I watched RuPaul's Drag Race, I was like, I see what they're doing. I've done that. So yeah,
I thought it was like some big fancy dress. I was like, oh,
That's
yeah.
great.
Yeah.
That is great.
I'm
Good.
quite impressed by that.
Thank you.
Sometimes it pays to pay a compliment.
Yeah. Yeah, you know
It
what?
was bigger than I expected.
Every podcast paid the next person a compliment. I ran into Ed Gamble here.
Oh, on the way.
I came here super early.
Oh,
I
thank you.
fecked up.
Well, somebody had to wash the dishes.
Exactly. Exactly.
And what did Ed say? When did you run into Ed?
He said it's real fun. I was very late, and then he ran off. That's what he said.
He was a little bit late, not very, yeah.
Oh, he was so sweet.
And yeah, Babak and I did have to waffle on a bit.
Yeah.
We have to work.
God
We're going to have to
forbid.
work. Oh no, it's
Our waffling, yeah. Yeah, it was a lot of commenting on that we should start it again.
well,
Was there?
well, I mean, it'll be interesting to listen back. Say that.
Are you going to edit these podcasts?
No, it's
Good.
adolescence.
Yes.
One take.
One take, baby.
Yeah. Do you go? Have you got many shows back in Ireland? Do you go back to Ireland?
Yeah, I'm gonna do a show. I'm doing 3 shows in Cork, which I'm happy about. I'm doing Vicar Street in Dublin, which I'm really happy about. I love that venue, and I haven't done that venue in like 7 years because I moved away from Ireland. And like when you move away from a country, your ticket sales go lower just by virtue of like not being there. So it's nice to get it back to pre-moving away levels, and I'm very happy about that. And I'm also doing Galway. I haven't done Galway in years.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
Oh.
Due to reasons.
All right, awesome. So you've got the podcast is starting next week, or you're doing a pilot for next week, and you've got the live shows that you
I got
live
so
shows
much
that
shit
tour.
going on in my life, Ray. You know.
What else?
You
Tell us
gotta-
what else. Tell us what else you're working on at the moment.
Moving house tomorrow.
Wow, that's actually stressful.
That
That's a
is
big
so
thing.
stressful.
Where are you going?
To Kentish Town.
Oh, nice.
But
Nice.
I was staying in my friend's house in Catford, so it's going to be a big move.
Yeah, it's opposite side.
It's the opposite sides of the. It's going to be. Yeah, I'm stressed about that. And yeah, are you going to do the Fringe next year?
I don't know if I'll do the Fringe again. Yeah, no, I found it a tough time the last time I went up, so I'm still
You had
trying.
like a delivery person coming in every time.
Yeah, and
That was fun.
I tried to get a delivery. We tried to get one for a guest here on episode 3, but he said hello. But that's all we could muster him to come in.
Yeah, if I was at 3 in the morning,
Yeah.
Cost me
I'm
10
not
quid.
going
I gave
into
him 10
anyone's
quid. I
house.
gave him lots of tips, and I'm
Tips,
nice.
yeah. Tips are going to be good to you when you're dead.
Yeah.
You know?
That is what he
Put that on
wrote.
my gravestone. He tipped me well. He tipped me well. What was I to do?
I mean, yeah, imagine if it was trouble and you weren't in there. You'd hate yourself for going, I went up there for £5.
I know
But that
exactly.
£5, I went up there with my... Yeah. He was alright. I mean, didn't he say he was going to come back? He said next series.
Ah,
He got
nice.
a taste. He got a taste.
He got a taste. He knows it's safe. He knows it's
Are
safe.
you going to do a new show in Edinburgh next year?
No, I'm gonna do a work in progress.
A work
I
in
like doing
progress.
it every 2 years. I
Oh,
think
yeah, I
that's
remember you
my
saying that,
that's
but-
my vibe.
For you, were you doing the work in progresses before or not? You were? No, just...
No, well, I'll I don't know, tour this show and then I'll start working in progress in next year, and that'll be my vibe.
Nice.
Yeah, I like the idea of being in London during August. What was it like for you not going to the Fringe during August?
I came up for a week and I did the table tennis show.
Yes.
But being at the Fringe for a week was enjoyable. It's too long, and that's not me saying that in a bitter way. It just is, even if you're having a
You
great
missed the
time.
whole end of summer here.
Oh, and just physically on your body, it's too long. I think too many shows and that. So I think 3 weeks is probably how much my body could take
Yeah.
without it starting to get shit for me. And 1 week was very enjoyable. 1 week and only doing 2 table tennis shows was fun.
Yeah.
Like, because I was just watching heaps of shows. I didn't have any pressure for my own show.
Yeah.
So I really enjoyed going up there for a week, and I had a great summer too. Actually, I went on holidays with a friend to Athens, and
Oh, nice.
and
Did you have moussaka?
I think I
You have to go back.
You have to go back.
no, I
You
did have
to
moussaka, but I just can't remember where I had it and when. But yes, we did have moussaka.
Good.
Is that one of your favorite
I
Greek
don't
dishes?
know.
Oh,
Just
right.
what I associate with Greece. I've never been to Greece.
There's
I'd
a
love to go
lot
to
of.
Greece.
I'd say like the moussaka, whilst it would be associated with Greece quite high up,
Yeah,
I'd say it's still maybe. You've got your souvlaki, you've got your gyros, you've got your
that's true.
you've got your feta Greek salad, you've got your. Then you probably got your moussaka.
Then it's
yeah.
moussaka. So we're
Yeah.
talking top 5.
It is probably top 5, but it's a great country. Great
What about
cuisine.
Australia with their food culture? Like, what's the top 5?
Australia's got a great food culture. It's a bit basic, but really good. But some of the best produce in the world.
That's same as Ireland.
I checked the blind side looked at the best oysters in the world, because I was like, someone told me that really good oysters came from Ireland.
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't know
They
about
do.
it. I was
My
like,
watch is telling me to move.
I don't know about this.
I have. Oh, do you have to actually do that?
You have to run a bit,
Mine
yeah.
Mine just tells me to stand up.
Yeah. So I looked up the top 5 oysters in the world and like where they come from, and number one was New Zealand. The bluff oysters in New Zealand, they are sort of known everywhere in the world as the best. Then number 2 was this La Rochelle, and I was like, where's that? Number 3 was Scotland. Number 4 was Australia. Number 5 was Ireland.
Oh.
And I was like, what's number 2? Like, where's this La Rochelle place? So I'd Google it. It's like La Rochelle, and before the links and that, it's like fly to La Rochelle, £5 EasyJet. And I click on it, and like that was a shit flight, but I was like, I can get a £20 flight to La Rochelle this weekend. So I'm like, let's go and try the oyster then. So I flew to La Rochelle and had oysters for the weekend and came back. It cost me £20. I couldn't believe it. Return flight. No, pretty good, yeah.
Where did you stay?
It's in the it's in France. Just in France, yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Wow.
I just went there for 2 nights and then came back.
Joe's amazing. I was expecting you to talk about chicken salt or something like that. But to have this anecdote is...
well, I'm trying to link it to Ireland, and that's where like I was surprised. I was surprised to know that the quality of seafood. I knew Scotland had really good seafood because New Zealand's often called Scotland of the South, but I didn't know that Ireland did, and yeah, quite impressive.
Ireland's got great dairy as well, and but shit food. I think in a like. Yeah, I love that. Is that like a local?
I think he's a regular.
He's a regular.
I think so I recognise that
what
voice.
Was he singing?
I don't
Can't
know.
do it by myself.
I would say you could replace culture with food for Australia, and I think Ireland and Australia are pretty similar.
Yeah.
But as in, like, you guys have got poets and we kind of got good food, and then we don't have poets and you don't have as good food, I think. But that's it. Well, my Irish neighbours, my last Irish neighbours would make fun of me for eating an avocado, and they had never really... I don't know, not really seen it. I'm not trying to make fun of someone like that. But it was just, that's kind of quite baffling. And I
introduced hummus to my friends like when I was 12 because I lived in England before. So like, when I was living in Ireland, I ate hummus and pita breads watching September 11th happen. I remember that.
Wow.
Yeah, my mum made it for me because that was like my favourite after school snack at the time. And my friend asked me to describe what hummus was, and I literally didn't know what it was made of. Do you know what I mean? I was like, it's a paste. You know? Which is never good to, like, sell to a friend. It's not the best description,
no.
Well, I guess unless you were from Ireland, like 20 years... London 20 years ago, when they have the... How could a country get these produce if you can't grow it in your own country, 20 years ago? Like, you can get every... You don't have to shop in season in England because they can fly everything in from everywhere around the world.
Yeah.
But Australia's lucky because everything's made in the whole country. Like
so everything's in season.
And we just eat in season. But like, as in, if you don't have the sunshine or enough light to grow like sort of citrus fruit or fruit that need it, how are you going to get it at a time where they don't have the sort of global transport links? So I'm sort of...
That's true.
I'm sort of sticking up for
Australia.
Like my... Or Irish people that didn't have those sort of food in the 90s growing up. I think that generation, and they were my next door neighbours. It's a bit of the Conor McGregor sort of Craig vibe.
What do we compare Conor McGregor to?
They have this confidence in their naive blokiness, and you could get insulted for eating. I just remember I was quite insulted for eating avocado quite a lot, and it scarred me. It kind of scarred me that I got it, and it wasn't the insulting, it was the confidence they had behind the naive arrogance.
Do have a confidence behind
that's what I mean. That Conor McGregor, it's that naive confidence.
We can't keep mentioning his name when we talk about
it's their poster boy. That sort of dinner.
I don't think he's the poster boy. Very much Irish people.
Up until about 3 years ago, I think he was a bit of the. He was.
I did stay up to watch Conor McGregor fight like about 6 years ago. We were totally up for him, and he was like working class hero. Oh, great! And I don't know what's going on. But something.
I'm gonna just I'm not really across like the news and stuff like that, so I don't really know. But on that note, I think we're gonna have to.
Where are we gonna end
Now this is another unedited episode. Thanks for coming on,
You
Alison.
quickly say something. Spittle Rays is a good name for a cigarette brand.
There we go. Why do we call cigarettes McGregor's?
McGregor's.
No, we're bringing it back. Okay.
I'll bring it back.
Oh,
yeah.
sorry. Yeah.
Thank you for coming on, Alison. Go check out Alison's stuff. Listen to her new podcast with Fern or her podcast with Poppy. She's one of the best comedians in the UK. Yeah, check her out.
Thanks for coming.
Let's go to Tesco.